This podcast is presented by the Prince George's County Memorial Library System.
That's the moral, really. Arson is not the solution to your problems.
And now, the conclusion.
Today, we're going to be talking about several of the Mary Ann books from the Babysitters Club series. Friendly warning as always, this podcast contains spoilers. If you don't yet know who eats her shoe across the school gym, proceed with caution.
Your solutions are not arson. They're not stalking your classmates. But I'm not sure that we get a hard enough, that's bad, y'all.
Do not do that.
She's shockingly casual about the stalking and the arson.
I mean, she dates him after the stalking.
And she keeps on because I think she also, she invites him to the party, which, Christy, what are you doing? But Alan is constantly rewarded for his weirdness in these books. And I don't love that.
Yeah, she's like, I guess we have an on-off thing, or we have something going on.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just invite him.
50% of the time I like him, 50% of the time he sucks. That's what she said in that first Phantom Phone Call book, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Christy. And I feel like poor Miss Elway never really gets... they suspect her the whole book and are kind of mean about her. And then it wasn't her, and it's she did actually care because wasn't she really enthusiastic about the awards at the readathon?
Mary Ann, I think, says something about it. So I guess you as the audience and Mary Ann has an understanding she's actually not that bad. She's actually really nice.
I think
she just takes a while to warm up to people.
Okay.
She gets the Mary Ann's dad treatment where she starts out mean and then she softens and you don't quite know why.
Yeah.
This is the first time where what am I trying to say? The format where someone goes on a babysitting adventure and then someone who wasn't there tells the story, was kind of jarring because Mary Ann keeps saying what I didn't know was that they had all these secret conversations about my birthday party, but then she kind of recollect their conversations in perfect detail. And I guess
was odd.
That's never really stuck out before because they don't insert themselves. But obviously that is the concept, is they're telling a story about their friend.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really confusing. And also they were making it seem like a huge deal. What I didn't know was that they were planning my secret cake.
No, there was times where I think it was Mary Ann, was talking about certain things that she didn't know just yet. And I thought it was going to be juicier or I don't know, just a bigger plot point than it was. Because I swear at some point, because I had no idea what the Logan book was going to be like. So I thought Logan would come out to be someone bad, or that he would have different intentions. Maybe that he ended up liking Stacy instead. Whenever they inserted language like that, I was expecting something different
more
come
dramatic.
out of it. Yeah, more dramatic than what it actually was.
But Mary Ann kind of does blow a lot of things out of proportion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're saying it's not cool that Logan was I thought you might be too sensitive for me. But honestly, Mary Ann is kind of overly sensitive.
She is.
Her shoe falling off is the end of the world for her. And it's nobody cares about your shoe.
Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
But what they do think is really weird is that you're sitting there sulking the whole rest of the dance because your shoe fell off. Nobody would have been mad if you had been oh, guys, I'm really overwhelmed by this party. Can we not? But when you just take off, you just run away. Now everyone thinks it's a little weird, Mary Ann, and they don't know what to do about this because it's kind of an overreaction to things.
I will say, though, and I felt this really hard after she gets home from the party and she's kind of reflecting on how, why would her friends do this to her when they know that it's not her thing? She says, I take people seriously, but no one takes me seriously. And I was I felt that,
Yeah, no, because, and the thing that frustrated me about that was that Stacy does think about it. For a hot second, she's this doesn't seem like something Mary Ann would but I'm going to do it anyway.
Because it's your first boy-girl party.
Yeah. So,
and they did downgrade the surprise from a party where everyone pops
jumping
up
out
and does a jump scare to we'll do a surprise cake. So they did downgrade it, but it was
not enough.
Yeah, it wasn't a great idea. I mean, I totally get that. I would hate a surprise party, but I wouldn't run away and turn it into this huge.
Yeah, she's never beating the baby allegations.
It's just a baby.
Yeah.
No.
Which is so, okay, just going back to that really quickly, I thought it was so funny that she gets depicted as the baby of the group, but all of them were really babyish in like the very first book.
Oh gosh,
like
the fight.
The fight and just like sticking their tongue out at each other any chance that they got. And that maintained through different books, not just that first one. And Marianne's the baby, like.
Right. And Christy, like, abandoned her own business that she started.
She did.
Because...
Yes.
Get it, I quit. I can't do this anymore, man. My head's about to explode. My whole life sucks.
She didn't show up to her own meeting.
And then was so upset. Yeah. She set the rules and then she's upset that they, like,
that's a double standard, Christy.
Yeah, double standard.
Rules are for...
everyone
but
else.
Not for me. Right.
There are no rules, ma'am. We're lost.
No. The fight was very funny. Because none of them were wrong. And I know that that's maybe the thing that hurts your feelings the worst is when somebody is like slinging truth at you. Yeah, but all of them with their petty name calling, it was accurate.
Yeah.
You all know each other too well.
Stacey is a snob about being from New York. Christy is too bossy. Claudia was taking jobs she shouldn't have taken.
Well,
that was unfortunate because it really was a Christy thing. And then it was like, Christy was like, well, don't look at me. It's Claudia. And Claudia totally caught strays there because she's just sitting there. And then it's like, Claudia stole 8 million jobs.
It was funny because when Christy did that and said like, oh, I'll take it, no problem. And then hung up, I was like, I've seen this plot point before. And then it instantly devolved.
You're like, I just saw the powder keg get lit.
I did really respect, though. I think we talked about this with some of the other babysitters clubs. Like with serials, you often get like an info dump at the beginning in case somebody that hasn't been reading the books is new to this series. And I appreciate that, like, we're in book, 4, 5? And right out of the gate, they are having a huge blow-up fight. Nope, we're not going to explain who everybody is very much. We're just...
You're going to get the gist of it through the
all
fight.
Of them.
Yeah. Band has disbanded.
Yeah. I love that they carry things throughout the books, too. So they each have different handwriting. And then there's the fact that Claudia misspells words all the time. Because it's a shared book, I'm surprised that someone like Christy isn't like spell checking it. Yeah. I would expect that of Christy, but no, she just leaves it. It's so funny to think, it's not that funny, but what she like ends up misspelling like calligraphy and like, oh, Claudia.
Well, also, I was confused because every meeting they start out with like, has everyone read the book? And they always say yes, but there's never a plot point where someone's actually reading the book.
Yeah, when did they read the book?
When
They're
is
there
their
for half an
time?
hour.
I know the time in the meetings is bananas. Yeah, because Alan will steal it and start stalking them again. Yeah. No, the time is bananas. They get so much done in 30 minutes. It's like they all write their things in the book. They take all the calls. They check the treasury. They have like motions to do certain things. They assign jobs. How is this happening in 30 minutes? They cram so much into 30 minutes. Their efficiency is a marvel.
I've never been in a meeting that efficient in my life.
Yeah. They come up with a suspect list.
They do. Snacks. They solve crimes. They eat.
They calls from clients. They tell the clients to wait. They make multiple phone calls.
They talk about bras.
Yeah.
It also, yes. At one point they say like, oh, we'll just have Janine answer the phone for us. And that felt unrealistic to me.
Yeah, there's no way Janine's doing that. But didn't they say they would give her a couple of dollars?
Yeah, but she's just going to like, if she is answering the phone, you don't want her to be answering the phone also. Like, even if she's
going to like tell the family's weird things.
Yeah, or she'll be like, they're not free.
No, but that was so rude. Like, I feel like it comes up in many books that they just run past her door. And
so they don't have to deal with her. It's mean.
I love how they're always specific to say that. We go up the stairs, we run past Janine's door really fast.
They have to make a point to say that every book, and I think that's so funny. Because, it's in Marianne Saves the Day where they like spell it out. Like it's because like if
Janine's a genius and she's really pedantic, so we don't want to talk to her.
Poor Janine.
Yeah, poor Janine. I do feel bad for Janine. She's not that bad, and they just
because then when
don't like her.
When we have Janine books, I'm like, she's not that bad.
Darlene, you're talking about like all the like little hints that get thrown in that seem like they're going to go somewhere but don't. I find them very stressful. There was one in the murder mystery, in the mystery. That would have been more exciting.
Oh my gosh, we should write a Babysitter's Club murder mystery. That would be so great, just as fanfic. We'll murder Alan.
I mean, he had it coming.
He had it coming. He had it coming.
In the mystery, in the first page, she's like reading the newspaper and she's like very carefully going over every section and what's in it. And I was like, obviously, there's going to be something in one of the sections. Like, we're doing this for a reason, right? And then she's like, then I closed the newspaper and I went to the club. And then the one I really didn't like was when Dawn comes over to Christy's house and the kids are playing the memory game. And she kept mentioning that Louis was old.
I know.
And he was in pain.
But that happens in another book.
But it wasn't in this book. And I was like, oh God, when is it?
Foreshadowing.
No, they foreshadowed Mimi's stroke too.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Well, they were just saying like,
she has to talk slowly now. And no, they do. She lays the groundwork for the deaths in advance.
I didn't like it.
Oh, Anna, what are you doing?
Oh, speaking about the newspaper, that reminds me. So I was trying to find an audiobook version of this of the library mystery, which was not released in audiobook, so I ended up reading it. And
we should record an audiobook of the library mystery.
I ended up like accidentally finding, like, somebody did like a recap of, like, a snarky recap of the book. I looked at part of it and somebody was just like apparently really mad at this book for some reason. And they were complaining about Marianne being bored. And they're like, why did you take 10 pages to tell us you were bored? And then they got to the part where the paper arrived and they're like, the paper arrived in the evening? Papers arrive in the morning. And I'm thinking, this person does not understand that there are sometimes evening editions of papers.
Yeah. Well, and like to the degree, like, I feel like that's just a person that's disconnected from like hard copy papers.
Yes.
Because when I was a kid, it's still called that, the Dallas Morning News.
Yeah. Right.
Because it was delivered in the morning versus papers like the Evening Standard or something like that come at night.
And multiple editions.
That is not a fair criticism of the book.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
fishing.
for the time.
Yeah. There were a lot of things dating the book though too, because one thing that I thought was funny is they called it Xeroxing to like make copies, and I remember that one time that like confused someone that works at Beltsville because he was born after 2000. So he was like, Xeroxing, and I was like, oh, it means copy. It means making a copy.
It's like a Kleenex for tissue.
Or Band-Aid.
It's like Googling,
And when they Xerox, it looks just as good as the original. It's like they were printed.
But there was like the birth announcements. Like you just don't really see that anymore.
How much
used to put different things in papers?
How much in your books does she get paid for her babysitting gig where she goes to the hospital?
I don't think they said.
Oh, I don't know.
They don't say.
mentioned.
They just say that she got paid.
And Dawn got paid too?
Yeah, and Dawn got paid.
In my book, it was $10.
Oh, they didn't specify in mine. Okay, so they must have
stopped.
I mean, actually, for the time, though, that's probably not bad because in the 80s, and it was a 2-hour cocktail party again, like $5 an hour would have been better than minimum wage.
Well, that was him paying them extra.
Who goes to a
For going to the
cocktail
hospital.
party for 2 hours?
At 6 o'clock.
Well, they were going to a basketball game that time.
Oh, that's right. Because it
she was
like,
wearing a cocktail dress to the basketball
Who wears
game.
a cocktail dress?
Yeah.
To
Mrs.
But there was
Prezozio.
another one of the times they were calling for jobs.
Yes.
They were looking
There's
for
a
a
cocktail
sitter
party
for
from 4 to
6 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, I always felt that their babysitting ages were strange. Like the fact that they're 12 and some of these were like 6 to 9. And it was like kids that
wasn't weird back then.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely started taking care of my sisters around that age, but I felt like I shouldn't have. Like there was just sometimes where I was like, I don't think I'm responsible enough for this.
Oh, I felt competent at that age, and I would sit for other people too.
Really?
Like our school directory at the back, we had school directories back then, but like at the back of our school directory, when you were in 7th and 8th grade, you could be on a list for sitters so that families could call if they needed a sitter. Wow. So that would be the same age.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like when it's like, I understand it for my own siblings, but I don't know that I could do it for someone else's kids Because every kid is just different.
I was definitely babysitting at that age.
This is why Marianne's dad said it's not a double standard. Some kids are built different.
Yeah. And when I was younger, we had sitters that were, an 8th grader or something.
I wonder if it varies by state laws.
Yeah, I don't know.
No one cares about the laws in their
And I kind of wonder when some of the laws
W2s.
about ages were put into place too, because I am betting even here that there was not the kind of restrictions that there are now.
That's probably true. I think I started at age 13 because I think it was based on Maryland state law. But I also was babysitting at least a decade later.
Wouldn't have known the law. I think 4th or 5th grade, I was already taking care of my sisters.
I never got hired. I took a class and everything.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's okay.
I didn't take a class. Maybe I should have. But
yeah, they had the Red Cross used to do a babysitting class.
That's a really smart idea to take a class to be prepared.
And also recommends that in my
nice
book. Yeah.
I didn't know there were classes.
It never occurred to me. I just was babysitting neighborhood kids.
Yeah, they would always offer them at the Y and stuff, or
we did
in
at
the
my
community
library,
college. I think had stuff like that, but
I think mine was through 4-H.
Yeah, I think.
What sort of things did you learn? Did you take?
All I remember is how to give a baby the Heimlich.
Stuff like that. So first aid-y kind of stuff.
I'm sure it was
I recall
how
there
to
being
feed
a
them.
diaper changing thing too.
I mean, that's a good skill because I guess some people are going to learn that if they have little brothers and sisters, but not necessarily everybody.
Mine may have been through Girl Scouts actually that we did it. We had the class for a badge too, that we just all did it or something. But yeah, that used to be a thing.
I guess learn
I wouldn't
basic
have
first
known
aid,
any of
when to
these
call
things.
911.
So that's why I felt like I was unprepared for it. I was like, you're just hoping for the best. And I'm just a pair of eyes to but I wouldn't have, the only thing I could think to do would be to call 911. But any other thing first aid or anything like that, I wouldn't have known.
I mean, I don't think in a crisis the baby Heimlich would come
help
back
that
too
much. No, you'd just be better prepared for the 911 operator to say okay, do this. I did practice this one.
I remember there being I would know that there was 911. I would have there was usually emergency numbers for the parents.
Yeah, I liked that they showed
I know
that.
my parents' number, so I probably would have called some combination of those in an emergency.
Yeah, the one book really spelled that out. Okay, I've got the number for this, the number for this, the number for this. Yes, that's good. That's how you prepare.
Fortunately, there was never an emergency.
Yeah, they have a lot of emergencies. These girls. There's constantly, Claudia having the dog get out, child needing to go to the hospital because she's got. But again, why did those parents leave that child?
Yeah, clearly
with 104 fever. That did not happen.
Right, that
there
didn't
were
just happen.
It sounds like there were signs she wasn't feeling well.
Mm-hmm. That was wild. Those parents suck. Because that was Jenny's family, right?
Yeah, Jenny Precioso.
The dog.
There's a lot. I was looking at the list of books and there's a lot of books that feature Jenny Precioso and her bratty self. And then she has a baby.
Her terrible parents.
Later. Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are just weirdly status obsessed and she's basically an accessory, it seems
in her pristine white dress.
Yes. Ugh.
She doesn't have any play clothes.
No.
One thing I did appreciate about Marianne's storyline is the difference between just being a serious child and actually being responsible and mature. Mm-hmm. And when Mimi was trying to sort of give her that advice, I wasn't quite sure what she was saying, but I liked that then it actually, Marianne was thinking through it as well. And then I think her dad kind of spells it out for you a bit more. But I thought that was a really good inclusion because you would think maybe from looking at them that Marianne is the more mature one because she is a bit more quiet and just more serious, but that doesn't necessarily mean she knows kind of what to do or how to handle certain situations as we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess how you act generally doesn't necessarily dictate how you'll react in a crisis. Mm-hmm. I mean, it can inform, I guess, a little bit, but I feel like they all have a pretty decent track record of acting sensibly in crises, if I remember correctly.
As long as they're not fighting.
As long as they're not fighting.
Right.
Yeah. No, because that's another thing. Claudia like totally freaks out about Mimi calling Marianne my Marianne. And it's like, oh no. Because they had actually mended the fence a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they were the two that were kind of getting past it and moving things along. And then it was like, well, Marianne had nothing to do with that. Why are you mad at her?
That was kind of sad. I'm like, she doesn't have a mom. And like Mimi was just being.
And Mimi's like, I'll fix it.
Yeah. She was
I got it.
Like Mimi was just being warm with her. And it doesn't take away anything Claudia has with Mimi.
Yeah.
I just, again, felt bad for Janine.
Yeah.
She doesn't ever call her
Janine's
my
just
Janine.
like chopped liver.
Mean Janine. Poor mean Janine.
Like, speaking of unfinished plot points, Marianne never finishes that scarf.
Nice.
It comes up so many times, and we
Yeah.
never get to see the resolution.
It's never her dad's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to.
So, would we recommend this book to kids now? Or who would we recommend these books to?
I mean, I continue to think that the Babysitters Club have really like strong staying power. First of all, they're currently beloved. Like I don't really need to recommend them. They recommend themselves anyway. But I think that the strong portrayal of friendship and the nuances of just like growing up in the world are like really positive and powerful. I think they tackle a lot of really interesting, hard issues with like grace. So yeah, I would totally recommend them.
I would recommend them. I would prefer to recommend them to someone that I know is able to kind of think critically about books. I don't think there's a lot to be concerned about in terms of like what has aged, but I feel like I would feel a little bit uncomfortable recommending this out of the blue to someone who wasn't like a big like fan of like maybe the Babysitters Club graphic novels. Like I would want to know that they're like invested in the intellectual property or the franchise, or had read had watched the series or read something else in it, just because I would want to know that maybe they're like interested in reading something that was like written a few decades ago, just because I think I don't really know how it would read to like a kid now. So I want to know a little bit about them and if it would be something that would be received well and that they would get something out of and they'd be able to kind of think through.
Yeah, I keep meaning to like pick up the graphic novel to see if they've updated anything, because I do think they are a little dated, but I think I would recommend them just because like we've talked about, each of the girls have their own characteristic, and I feel like it's really important when you're growing up to read books where you can maybe see parts of yourself in it. And so I really appreciate that aspect of it. And I do think the more she wrote, the more she tried to be a little bit more inclusive, maybe not as well as she didn't do as well of a job as she could have. But yeah, I think she still tried. And yeah, I don't see anything glaring enough, any glaring issues in the books that I wouldn't recommend them. So I think I would. And I think that they would be really beneficial for a kid growing up.
I do think the interesting question is like the age, because this was true with my, I think Christy books too, but like in the back, they have like this little like notebook you can fill out about yourself. And so I filled this out for myself. And I read
Were
this
you like 8?
when I was 7.
Yeah.
You did that when you read
in the
first
2 grade.
In the 2 grade.
And see, that's when I remember like 3rd grade-ish, maybe 4th grade even still.
Yeah.
But even like by 4th grade, I got that Sweet Valley High board game for, I believe, my 4th grade birthday. So I think, 3rd grade, maybe 4th. It depends on the kid. I did recommend to a little girl who was 4th grade. She had finished Dork Diaries and was looking for something different, but her mom was very like, I don't want a graphic. Like, we want like a chapter book that would be palatable to her. And so, that seemed like an easy one for her because she wanted those like friendship stories and, school. She wanted something realistic, I guess. And they're a little dated. Nobody has a cell phone or anything like that. But in some ways, I don't think that that's a bad thing with these. My hesitation would be with what you were saying, Darlene, is like really until she folds in Jessie. The only diversity we have in this is Claudia. And so I think that the personality types are valid and a lot of kids could see themselves in different characters in that way. But, you know, it's hard when the covers of everything is just white kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does sound like when I was reading a little bit about her before the author, before we read this, it sounds like she did try to include some diversity, and it, in the books when she wrote them, certainly wasn't perfect. It sounds like she was. I haven't seen the TV series, but it sounds like they made an attempt to kind of update it and do better. Yeah. And it sounds like the author was kind of pleased with that. So I don't know, perhaps there were restrictions on what she felt like she could publish.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different time too. So, you know, like I think a bedroom suburb of New York City in Connecticut probably was mostly white folks at the time.
And we know that all the characters in the original group are based on herself or people that she knows.
Yeah.
So
she said she specifically tried to include single parent homes, which there was, I guess, maybe perhaps more stigma against than there is now. I don't really have a good handle on that, but it sounds like there was a deliberate attempt to portray that.
I mean, I think for the 80s, what she was doing did look like diversity to a lot of people. Because, I think even one of these call it like a broken home. Like one of the kids was from a broken home. Yeah. Like, because they were just divorced. And so I think for her, she was trying to show diversity in different types of families. She just didn't really tick the box on race and ethnicity. But, you know, she did try to fold that in with later books. So, that would be my only hesitation is just
same.
Feel some sort of way about directing kids to a series where all of the covers are white kids except for the Claudia books. But
and I always have a hesitation. Like, I know that I feel like there's a tendency that adults have that's not a bad tendency to say, this book meant a lot to me growing up. You should read it. And I think it's wonderful to want to share something. And sometimes it works. I feel like we shouldn't assume that what spoke to us growing up will speak to something to a child now. Like it might. I think there are books that stand the test of time. And, you know, there are kids who love to read, like, for lack of a better term, retro stuff. I guess I don't want to assume that what was topical and popular then will necessarily speak to someone now. So I don't know. I guess that's the part of my hesitation. I just want to make sure that I'm giving the right book to the person in front of me.
Well, that's really the whole project of this podcast, right? It's like get past the veil of nostalgia. I mean, there's been a lot of books that we've read and discussed that I've been like, oh, I loved this book and I'm not going to take that away from myself, but I probably won't like continue the legacy of this book. I don't feel that way about these. I do feel like they have some like lasting themes, but you're right. Like I'm not just going to tell any child like you have to read this, you know?
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Sisterhood of the Italian Pants books because I loved those growing up. And then we reread them and I was like, oh no, I can't in good conscience really like recommend these to kids because the depiction of friendship in that is not great. So I agree with that. One thing I will say is I do appreciate sometimes that a white author doesn't always try to write a diverse character that they know nothing about. Like the difference is that Anne Martin probably would have had like a team of writers. I guess we are to understand as the series went on. So maybe they could have definitely included diversity in that way. But I don't always fault someone for not writing like outside of their own race because I'm like, sometimes you just can't access that. And I wouldn't want you to try and fail at it because I've seen this about like Jenny Han before, like speaking about a book that we've just read. But people were like, oh, she like at most she'll do like a Asian, right? Like a white Asian. She never does Blasian. And I'm like, do you want Jenny Han to write like a character like who really she can't really access their like place in the world. So I'd rather she stick to what she knows and just hope for diversity in the publishing world as a whole.
Right. She represents her piece and then we like uplift other authors.
And because I feel like, the reason why I feel like she chooses Asians is probably because she has some proximity to white culture. And so she would understand some of that and be able to like weave it in a way that maybe she hasn't for like a Blasian character, and we shouldn't be wanting her to do that. We should just want there to be more diverse authors that would bring that story that would just bring that story to life in a much better way. All right. So for our game segment, we're going to do a BuzzFeed quiz. And this one is called The Babysitters Club Have Iconic Style. Which member matches yours?
So make it fashion.
All right. So the first one is pick a top. I don't know if I want to describe all of these, but there's like a halter top with like sunflowers on it, a regular black tee with a tee.
I don't even know
it's a t-shirt.
It just says it's a t-shirt and has a tea bag.
Yeah. A flowy flower blouse, a peplum, like mustardy color peplum shirt, one with different designs. Yeah.
A lot of different options.
Yeah, a lot of different options.
Baby Yoda shirt.
Yeah.
I like the vibe of this pink one with the rose on it.
Yeah.
And like in the summer, I'm usually like a crop top kind of girly, but I do think like year round, probably this like t-shirt with the half white, half blue,
like the color
stripy
block,
situation is probably going to be like my more everyday vibe.
I'm also stuck between those two. I'll go for the same one, the like half white, half striped shirt.
It's literally like the exact same shape as the t-shirt I'm currently wearing.
I think I'm probably most likely to wear the halter top out of these.
And you are wearing a halter top.
I am. So I'll go with the halter, I guess.
I have to go for the silly pun. It says it's a t-shirt with the tea bag on it.
Seems right.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is pick a sweater.
So there's like tie-dye, rainbow, businessy polka dots.
This is a tough one for me.
Cardigan.
Yeah.
I really need to know where I'm going.
This one is not really a sweater. It just looks like a turtleneck.
One of these is a sweatshirt.
One is a sweatshirt, like just a Hanes sweatshirt. A slouchy thing.
I like the slouchy orange if it's fall.
These are all just bad
but
colors.
But I also like the rainbow sweatshirt.
Yeah, that rainbow one is cute. I don't know. I should be answering this
Amazon.
more like what I would have picked when I was like a tween teen because
is that how
most of these are very juvenile looking for me now.
Okay.
Should we be picking as a teen? Because I would have different answers.
I would have different answers too. I'm going to go with the turtleneck, even though I'm setting myself up for Christy.
Yeah, you for sure are.
Yeah.
I'm going for the rainbow one.
Are we answering these as if we were
I think
a teen?
just whatever you feel motivated to answer as.
Okay.
I'll go with the lavender, like it looks like it wants to be off the shoulder, maybe.
I'm going to go for the like autumn colored one in the middle.
You chose one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I picked the rainbow.
Rainbow. Okay. All right. Now pick some pants.
There's a lot of good options here.
Yeah.
Are these black jeans like the barrel?
That's what I'm trying to decide. Are they just
it's
ankle
really
pants?
hard to see.
I don't think barrel is my style.
They're not
I've zoomed in.
I thought they were just
But it's a
ankle
weird
pants.
They're cut off at the bottom.
God, why is everything cropped?
I really want to be trendy, and I keep trying to buy like baggy pants, and then they just keep not being baggy when they arrive. I am physically incapable of buying a baggy pant.
Yeah, I feel like that's just what you like just have to realize as you grow up. Like, not every style fits.
Yeah, not everything is for me.
My body refuses to bag.
But I would choose those like ankle pants.
I kind of like, I'm having trouble now because I feel like mentally I'm trying to put these together in an outfit, and I think I need to just separate the options.
I'm getting stuck on colors. Like many of these are like warm, bad colors for me.
I really like these pink, like velour track bottoms, joggers, because they remind me I have like a fake juicy.
Yeah, they have very juicy vibes.
Outfit that's a similar color.
Who do we think that is? Stacy? No, right?
I don't know.
I feel like that's Claudia.
That's Claudia?
Mm-hmm. Maybe well, there's also more babysitters. I mean, there was Shannon in this book. Side note, who TF is Shannon?
I know. I was like, who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I'm doing the velour situation.
I guess I'll go with the leggings here.
There's also mom jeans.
There are mom jeans.
Yeah, I don't do a mom jean, but I also don't like the like ripped look on the skinny jeans. So I guess I'll go leggings. I like those bottom ones, but that color would be terrible on me. The middle Uniqlo ones.
I feel like if they're pants, they're going to be away from your face. So if that came out wrong, I just mean like if you're thinking about a color that isn't like flattering to a skin tone, like wearing it in like pants is very safe because like usually when you're wearing something that you're thinking about that is a good color for you, it's like having it on your face or near your face, like on a top or a scarf.
I have a similar problem. I love yellow and yellow does not love me.
They really are.
The leggings?
Yeah. We got weirded out by the yellow.
Getting into color theory.
Yeah, or like, because, color analysis is a really big thing now, and I get those. And my friend actually did it in Japan.
Oh, nice.
And they were saying like, yeah, you can't wear these, but you can wear them as pants. So that's why I like started remembering that.
See, I wasn't just like dissing Heather. I was saying something scientific.
Away from the face.
Yes. Away from the face.
Okay, now we have...
All right. Yeah. So the next one is pick a skirt or shorts.
These are really unflattering denim cutoffs.
They're fugly.
Because those
why
my
don't they
choice,
have
but they're
fringe?
I guess I'm going with the like maxi,
the peacock
tulle one,
white and blue skirt.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm going with the black, like high waisted.
I feel like I'm drawn to things that I'm not actually going to wear, but I just like. And so I really like the checkerboard skirt.
I do too, but I would never, ever wear that.
Do I have to pick something I would wear?
So the problem,
just whatever you're drawn to.
I'm doing the checkerboard.
Whenever I threw that checkerboard skirt in the wash, I would worry that the black dye would go into the white part and then it would get this. But this is me being
erratic. It's from Amazon, so it probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white van.
It's very Vans coded.
This tulle skirt at the bottom is reminding me that like there was a moment in like late middle school, early high school where I thought I was going to be a fashion designer.
It's going to be an attention grabber. It's going to be clown clothes. You were really rocking Halloween here.
Oh. I was very into tulle. I was very into like making my own shorts and skirts out of pants.
Nice. You were
a lot
Claudia.
of these are my aesthetic. Yeah. From that time.
All right.
I don't like any of these bottoms.
I just did everyone
have to pick one.
Fine. I hate wearing shorts, but I'm gonna
pick a dress or overalls.
These are kind of wild choices too.
Oh my god! Remember when
overalls
were a thing?
A nap dress, like a weird schoolgirl plaid number.
I heard there's so many overalls.
You have like a clueless pink satin number.
The one at the bottom is fab. She's wearing it with a turtleneck. Apparently.
Iconic. I'm gonna go for this red overall
jumper thing. It's cute. I'm sundressing it.
It has pockets.
Yep, they had me at pockets.
And I'm not a fan of overalls or Peter Pan.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of overalls. Or at least I don't think they look good on me. So yeah, I'll do the sundress, the like striped one. All right, so the next one is pick a jacket.
They have like a
lot of top right sequins. What is happening?
Is it? I can't tell what that is. I wish we could zoom in.
It clearly is like 3D though. It's not just a print. Like there's actual texture to that.
Is that sequins?
That's what I thought, but now I'm not sure zooming in, but it's fab.
You can click the Amazon affiliate link.
You can.
Nice.
Oh, they're making
this is for purpose.
Yeah.
You got that. You have the furry one.
Oh, there's one that's a question mark.
Yeah, there's one that's not loading. So I'm like,
I'll pass on that. It said it was Levi's floral embroidered cotton, so I'm assuming a jean jacket with embroidery.
Yeah, probably.
They're big on embroidery.
Okay, I like the plaid hoodie combo.
I know, I like that too. I kind of like the blue, white, and black number.
Oh, the like starter jacket?
Yeah, starter jacket. That's going to be me, I think.
They're
all good coats, though.
I'll do the leather.
I'm kind of a jacket addict, even though I don't really wear them.
I
love
buy jackets
a lot of them.
too. I love me a leather jacket. Very versatile.
All
right, the next one is pick some socks or tights.
Oh, it's the thigh highs for me for sure. I lived in those in high school.
Look at the dinosaur socks.
I'm going for the ones that say milk and have strawberries.
That's what I was going for too. Milk strawberries. They just look very comfortable.
Yeah.
Crew cut is very in right now.
Yes.
I'm going to choose the gray over the knee socks.
Okay. All right, now pick some shoes.
Oh, there's good options here too.
It's wild to me that Adidas slides are back.
They're back.
Yeah,
but at least they don't have those spiky things.
Yeah, those were horrible.
Those were so uncomfortable.
That wasn't comfortable. Like, why did they think that was like, I don't know, acupressure or something?
Yeah, I was going to say,
not.
Was it something to do with like pressure?
No, it just felt
the goal
weird.
was always like wear it so that those would break off and then your foot just fit in between the spikes.
Is that what they were
They're
supposed to be
smooth
for?
now.
That's what I would do. I don't know if that was, I don't know if that was correct.
Okay, do I want the Docs or the espadrilles?
I'm between the Docs and the Converse.
I own multiple pairs of Converse, so I don't know if I haven't worn them
really.
recently,
Honestly, none of these are quite me.
I love sneakers, but those are not like a real brand or anything. So that's a no. Those would actually suck to wear, I think.
Yeah. I'm just going to go for Docs, even though I'm not a pink Doc person.
I'll go with the Chucks, but I agree. High tops are my preferred.
I've never owned a pair of Docs, but I like stompy boots. So I'm going to go with that.
I'll go with the espadrilles.
All right. Next is pick a bag. I love how these are all going in different places.
Yeah.
Different occasions.
I was going to say, because I like the yellow duffel, but that's not going to be my like everyday situation.
That's an overnight bag. Right. Or a gym bag.
I do think I am going to go for the yellow duffel, but like it's a choice.
I want the sage backpack.
I'll go with the backpack too.
So you carry the popcorn purse to the movies? Is that what you...
Just the movies.
That must give you Claudia, that one.
Definitely a Claudia move.
Yeah, I'll choose the backpack as well. I'm an overpacker. Like I bring everything with me.
Oh, like when you travel, do you go like, which of these 2 ball gowns should I bring for my 2-day trip? Like, what's that meme? Like, me at home wears the same like pair of jeans for a week.
Yeah.
When I'm traveling, which of these 3 ball gowns do I have to bring?
Yeah. No. That's my sisters. I'm like, we're just going somewhere for a weekend, guys.
It's 2 nights. I need 17 pairs of underwear.
What if this happens?
Yeah, exactly. What if?
No, I mean, like when I like carry bags, I'm always like, there's like a reusable bag and like a little mini first aid kit and like my wallet and like just all these little things that maybe I could do without. I don't
do it
pack
too.
light.
But the one time you don't have it, you're gonna be like,
that's what I'm
needed
saying.
it. Yeah,
you're like, this is why.
I needed that
This
Band-Aid. All right, pick a head accessory.
We have hats, headbands, clippies.
Okay, these are cute accessories.
I like this little like charm.
Yeah,
but I'm
hair jewelry.
confused.
It's like hair doodad with charms attached.
That would never stay in my hair. My hair is slippery and nothing stays.
I don't understand
I don't
how
really
it
know
stays
how it
in
works.
general.
Do you just like
It's a neat
stab it into your
idea.
head? Like, what is it?
No, because it's on a ring.
I
So
wish I could
don't-
pull off a bucket hat.
Me too.
I'm totally going with this red hat.
To make you feel a little like young too.
That has like real Carmen Sandiego vibes. I
do
would
like
wear
the
that.
red hat.
I'm gonna go with the braids.
I like masculine headwear. Why is there no masculine headwear options?
Barrettes.
All
right. We all chose something, right? Pick some jewelry.
Or
Oh, a baby G-watch.
Not loving any of these.
These are strange jewelry options.
What is going on?
I kind of classic gold ring.
Yeah. Oh shoot. I am.
Is it a ring or a bracelet?
Unclear. I think it's a ring, but it's
no,
not.
it's a bangle bracelet according to the link.
I like it either way.
I'm going to go with those weird cube earrings.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Prismatic
in those.
cubes.
Those
If
are
you're going
pretty.
to get cheap jewelry, might as well look cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna go with, or I'm gonna go with the watch.
Okay, not what I was expecting.
What'd you get?
I'm Jessie.
Whoa.
I have a cool and confident style. You embrace clothes that make you feel good while doing things you love, like dancing. I think I got this because of the leggings, but that's okay.
The leggings and the red hat, maybe?
Maybe. What'd y'all get?
I got Claudia.
Nice.
Obviously. You're very creative and outgoing and have a lot of fun expressing yourself through style. Your outfits match your mood, and that changes from day to day. I think that's correct.
I got Christy. So comfort is your priority when it comes to what you wear. You don't want anything to get in the way of your active lifestyle. Like the least active person here, I think.
I also got Jessie. I guess we had too many of the same answers.
Yeah.
I feel like it just came down to like doing the turtleneck and the jacket.
I think it did for you.
Yeah.
The turtleneck, like, Christied you immediately.
Immediately. They're like, oh, she can't be anyone else. Because all of them judge her for wearing turtlenecks.
All right. So each episode, we ask whether our book passes the Bechdel test. The Bechdel test asks whether a work features two female characters who talk to each other about something other than men or boys. So, does it pass?
100%.
Yeah, totally. Exciting.
Easily.
Yeah.
I love when it's easy.
Yeah, I was actually really not surprised, obviously, because we've read several of these books at this point. But yeah, I was just pleasantly surprised, or like, it was just a nice read when I would see them, or when I would read, when they would have like conversations together and it wouldn't be about boys. It would just be like, I also think that the premise of the book kind of, or the series lends itself to that. It's like, sometimes they're just talking about their business.
Yep.
Yeah. And it just does not.
They're talking about the
boys.
kids they babysit, or talking their way through like a difficult life situation, or it's very nice. They're very supportive of each other, and
except when they like throw little jabs at each other.
Yes, except when they're having a huge fight.
Well, no, because when Marianne first meets Dawn, she says she's not very pretty, and I was like, Marianne.
That's
I missed
real.
that. When did she say that? I don't remember that.
When does she meet her? It's in the first one, right? Marianne saves
I
the
remember
day.
talking about her hair being
she
nice.
says she's interesting looking or something.
Oh, man, I'd have to go back. But I was
Hold on, I'll find it.
Marianne.
Okay, so the girl smiled back. She wasn't exactly pretty, I decided, but she was pleasant, which was more important.
Yeah.
Especially considering 3 unpleasant people I could think of.
Yeah.
Woof.
I was like, well, that's mean.
She says she has pretty eyes, sparkly eyes.
Yeah,
But
there's
she's
a lot
not
of
pretty.
eye describing going on. There's like
Logan has
sparkling eyes,
amazing
bright
eyes.
eyes. You know, it's
Just like Cam Geary.
Well, that's it for this episode of These Books Made Me. Join us next time when we'll discuss a book in which a girl sketches trees as a way of coping with a traumatic event. If you think you know which book we're tackling next, follow us on Instagram. We're at These Books Made Me, and drop a comment on our Guess Our Next Read post.